Newly elected British Prime Minister Boris Johnson assumes the task of steering Britain through the stormy waters of Brexit on Tuesday, with his pledge to bring Britain out of the bloc by October 31st. He voiced his confidence on being able to remove Britain from the EU by the scheduled date in his final Conservative Party leadership debate with Jeremy Hunt, his former opponent for party leadership, on July 17th. Johnson has insisted that EU leaders will offer him a better deal. However, it is hard to see how this will come true, said Tony Travers, the director of the Institute of Public Affairs at the London School of Economics and Political Science.
Clearly, Boris Johnson will have to go and talk to Brussels, to the EU27, but also, I suspect, to the most powerful leaders of the bigger countries within the EU, France and Germany in particular, try to get them to accept that he's serious, that he either wants a better deal or there'll be no deal. Now, quite how that plays out, very hard to guess at the moment. And anyway, the UK is still in Europe. It'll want a close relationship on security and trade and other matters with the EU looking ahead. But he's got this hard commitment to leave the EU by the 31st of October. And against that backdrop, I guess he'll be looking for some slight movement on the EU's part that he can claim is a big change, and then hope he can sell that to the UK Parliament.
Travers said that the pending Brexit has led to a great deal of instability in the British economy. Britain's economy is having a hard time recently, with its economic growth last year dropping to 1.4%, the slowest in 6 years. The Office for Budget Responsibility, the country's fiscal watchdog, has warned that the British economy is now facing a possible full-blown recession.
There's no question that the UK economy has gradually slowed down, may almost be on the edge of a recession now. And I think that will mean that Boris Johnson as Prime Minister and the Chancellor he appoints will probably want to try to boost the economy by tax cuts, possibly by higher public spending. And that means, of course, effectively conceding higher borrowing. And that's, I think, almost inevitable now. So they'll want to try to give the economy a boost in the short term. But of course, also they've got to prepare for the possibility of a no-deal Brexit. So they'll also be thinking about how that would play out if that came on top of the existing slowdown.
Thirdly, the British relationship with the United States is not as good as before, and Johnson has to improve the bilateral ties, Travers said. British Prime Minister Theresa May and US President Donald Trump wanted an ambitious trade agreement after Brexit. However, Trump's emphasis on the strategy of America First has all but dashed these hopes. Furthermore, the resignation of former British ambassador to the United States Kim Darroch due to a scandal with leaked diplomatic cables that contained unvarnished assessments of the US administration also made relations much worse. Jovic Burmas, UNTV News and Rescue, London, United Kingdom.